That's working fine.
Good. I think we
are working. Yes, we are working. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Mike Privet channel. And this is Rose, and I'm Mike, and this is our first ever joint video going out on YouTube. We've been challenged by Coral and Mark of Hitch Up and Tow.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, really good. And we've been challenged to answer 8 questions that have been randomly selected and are going around the various camping and caravanning channels. So let's have a go and see how we get on. So question 1, what's our favourite playlist?
Mine would have to be Guns N' Roses, Deep Purple and David Bowie.
And I add to that the Foo Fighters.
Oh yes.
And the Who. And yes, we're quite eclectic with our choice of music, and wherever possible we also loved listening to Supertramp.
Well, you more than me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right, question 2. The best thing that we take with us on our holidays?
Mine would have to be my plug-in electric blanket to help keep my hands warm. Because if you don't know, I've got really bad hands. I've had 5 finger joint replacements and lots of operations on my hands, and they don't like being cold.
And I've moved away from gas and charcoal barbecues, and I love using the electric grill and griddle that we keep in the awning. And this leads on to question 3, which is what is our favourite food that we cook in our camper. We've got a folding camper, and we love to have the awning up as well. But we love cooking pancakes.
Well, you do.
I cook the pancakes. But yes, both savoury and sweet ones.
He'll cook them. We'll both eat them.
Yeah. Next one. How do we spend our evenings?
Like there's any doubt about that, we go to the nearest pub.
Yeah, go and find a pub. Have a nice meal with friends if possible.
Yeah.
But if not, a nice meal and a drink.
Or two.
Plus, if not, we'll listen to some music in the awning, read some books. So yes, that's about it on that one.
Our worst caravan experience has etched in our memories.
Yes.
It was terrible.
Yes, in the late 80s when we were first taking our boys camping, we went to Hillhead just outside Brixham, and there was a hurricane that came through on one night, and everyone was evacuated to the site's hospitality area, social area, because it was so bad. Caravans were getting blown over.
People had their awnings ripped off. Whole tents were blown off.
Yes, our old trailer tent. No, it wasn't a trailer tent then. We had our 4-berth tent at that point, and I kept going out
and pegging it down,
expecting it to be blown away.
Other people had theirs.
Yes, and someone said, "Oh, there goes something that's brown and orange," and I thought, "Oh no, that's the tent." But no,
it wasn't ours.
It wasn't ours, but that was horrendous.
It was terrible.
So
people lost everything.
Yeah,
didn't they?
So that was a bad one.
The most useful thing that you always take with you is the next question.
And we've racked our brains on this one, and we've been camping off and on since the late 80s, and I think we've learnt that if it's of no use, you don't take it.
No, we couldn't think of anything.
So we can't think of anything that
no.
We sort of think, oh well, we should have left that behind.
No.
Yeah. So that
we couldn't think of anything.
The funniest caravanning moment.
Well, that happened to you.
That was mine. Again, it was another storm. We were in the Vendée in France, enjoying normally some wonderful weather. But on this night, there was a storm blowing through, and it was in our trailer tent, and the awning was bouncing up and down a little bit. So in the middle of the night, I was out checking the pegs and decided I'd just sit down and just wait out for an hour just to make sure. And I looked down and there was this mouse sheltering from the storm as well. I think he was probably as frightened as I was to see each other looking at each other, but
thankfully I was asleep,
yes.
so I didn't know anything about it.
Yes, yeah. So that was probably the funniest one that sticks in the memory as well.
The next question is to tell you a fascinating fact about us. Well, I don't know if anyone's going to find it fascinating.
Well, yes, we'll see.
I used to make greetings cards for a rubber stamp company, and they used to get shown on one of the shopping channels with the rubber stamps that people could buy, and the samples were to show what you could do with the rubber stamps. So that's something that not everybody can say they've done.
No. Mine is that I've now, in the last couple of years, lost a bit of weight and got back into some fitness and out running, enjoying running again. I used to run a lot 30 years ago, and our two boys and
two daughter-in-laws
are trying to
beat your records.
Yes, I've got a few records in the family. I used to do a lot of half marathons and marathons, and they are quite desperate to break my half marathon record,
especially our eldest son,
which is 1 hour 27, which for those who run will realise that's not a bad pace to get around in. And so yes, that's my fascinating fact. So that's the
8 questions.
The 8 questions, and which I think we've enjoyed doing, and hopefully you'll enjoy our answers. Final thing for us to do is to nominate 2 more channels, and they may have been nominated before, but here we go. There's Kaz and Pete at Crafty Caravanners, and Karina and Jules at Here We Tow. So good luck with the challenge, and may this be perhaps our first of many videos that we put together. It could be the last one, depending on the number of views we get.
Okay.
So over and out from
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter. Over and out from Rose and Mike, and yes, enjoy life. Bye.